spoke to Anthony O'Connor and Jacob Butterfield came in the studio this week on BBC Leeds, and they talked about all these sort of new pictures and little signage and that you've done. So what's the thinking behind it, and what's it all about?
Yeah, I think it's to make it more like a training centre. I think we've come in, we've had grey breeze block walls. I don't think it was very inviting, and we've managed to spend a few pounds trying to get it up to scratch, and I think the club's been great in everything we've asked for, and it just makes it look a bit more professional. I think we were getting into the football side, and now you can see it's starting to look like a place where people want to come and work.
So, and did you have a say in which pictures you wanted up and that sort of thing, or was there any sort of thought process there?
Yeah, of course. I just think it's important that we get a connection with the club. I think there's one or two that's still to put up. They'll be put up next week. And I think it's important that the players realise what size of club they're playing for, what it means to play for Bradford. And I think the pictures that are around about the training ground, you've seen them when you come in today, they make the place look more professional, and I think the players are starting to see the pictures that we have put up, they've got some meaning behind every one of them.
Yeah, so I mean, look, there's no dates on the one I can see here, but like you just picked out some memorable goals and, you know, famous times, I presume. Yeah,
I think it's things that's important that they'll be here for a future. I think it's important we didn't put pictures up with ex-players, now players, myself, anything like that. I just think it's important that the training centre becomes a place where the next person who comes here to work will come into a nice place and a good environment.
Do you concentrate a lot on sort of the mental side and how things like that can motivate people in, Dave?
I think we do. I think when I first came in, there was a lot of stuff lying about. There was a lot of stuff that didn't make it feel like a training ground. Now it's starting to get there now. It's starting to be more professional, and I think the players are enjoying coming to work. So we need to get that environment, the mental side. It's like you don't go to your house when you want to get into your house and it's lying about untidy and messy all the time. So everybody wants somewhere to come, and people know that when they come to work now they're professional and they're coming to enjoy it.
Yeah, you can definitely tell, speaking to the players this week, that, you know, it's a bit of a buzz, and, you know, there's obviously a bit of belief as well. What do you think has been the main ingredient, if you could pick one out? What's done that to change the environment?
I just think it comes from myself, what standards I want, what I want people to do, and how I want them to conduct themselves. And I think that's rubbing off now. Players come in, they know training's going to be hard, all the work we do with Anton and Chris and Dale, Ben, everyone's done professional. So these standards have got to be met, and as you say, when people meet them and they come with you, it's easier. And I think the players now are starting to believe in the stuff we're doing, and they're really taking it on board. So they deserve great credit to players for buying into what we're trying to achieve at Bradford.
You've made it into the right division now, David, haven't you? There's not much between you and, say, Scunthorpe, who've flown for a little while, haven't they? I mean, do you see this going to the wire now in terms of the bottom four? It could be anybody from up to 14th at the moment. Yeah,
I think it was important. I think we went in a great run in December. I think we were picking up results, and we tried to bring as many teams into as we could, because we knew it was going to be difficult. It's going to be a difficult season. It's going to go right to May, I think, with the teams. Everybody's got to play each other. So it's important that we keep playing. As you say, every time we've won, other teams have won round about us. So it's a very competitive division, but we've managed to pull maybe another 5 or 6 teams in, which was important. That was our first goal. Now we have to push on, and we have to try and keep that momentum going, and hopefully get away from where we are in the league. You said, I think it was a few weeks ago, you said about this period up to March the 2nd being really, really important. People seem to get obsessed with Christmas, don't they? But you've pointed at this block. Do you still have the same feeling? Yeah, I think it's always the same. I think we had a very good December, and then I think January takes its toll on some players, because there's always maybe somebody moving on or somebody's interested in a player, and it's a very difficult month. And I think the first 2 games in January proved that. And then after we managed to speak to a few players, get everybody's head back around it, and then we've picked up 4 points from 6 games. But there's been a lot of games where we've had letters back from the assessor saying that Bantams should have had a penalty, and a goal on Saturday. So from having a very good 5 points, we could have had a magnificent 9 points, but we should have had, and they'd have put us up the league. So we've had maybe 5 or 6 decisions that went against us, and they would have picked up maybe 1 point, or when we picked 1 point up, we could get 3 points, then we'd have been sitting probably comfortably up in mid-table. So we just need to keep believing. We need to keep working hard, and as I say, the players have got a great work ethic to try and get us away from where we are. You've got players in the building at Butterfield, obviously Caddis, who spoke to you today, who's sort of been probably through most things in football. Do you think you'd be adding again then, Dave, free agent wise? Yeah, we've had 1 or 2 players in this week, and we'll always look. I think now over the next couple of weeks you'll probably maybe offered players that maybe can't get a club, and as long as they're going to enhance us or they maybe fill positions that we need, then I'll always have a look at players. I don't dismiss anything. It's probably better now that free agents are able to come in for a few days. You can have a look at them in training and you can see how far they're away from fitness, so it makes it a wee bit easier. But as I said, it's got to be the right calibre of player that we need, not just signing anyone for the sake of signing someone.
Are there any names you're able to confirm at this stage, David?
Yeah, well, David Edgar's been in, and Lewis McGugan's been in for a few days, so we just looked at them over probably today, and obviously we've got a game on Saturday and we'll see where we are on Monday. But as I say, now you can actually take players in, have a look at them, see where they are fitness, and they're going to fit into what we're trying to achieve here.
Even whether you take them on board or not, does it actually give the existing players a lift, seeing players of that quality here anyway?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it just adds that wee bit in training. I think the players see that you're still actively trying to maybe get one or two players in. But it says we're not far away. Kelvin Mellor hopefully be back training next week, and then hopefully Sean Scan will be a couple of weeks behind him. So them two will give us two new signings coming in at a very important time in the season.
Yeah. You're looking pretty calm and relaxed, David, at the moment. I'm sure it's not like that on match day at all, but do you feel that your demeanour's changed now since you first arrived, that you have got your head right round this now and you're in control of everything? Yeah,
I think it was difficult when I came in and certain circumstances, and we had a lot of injuries, we had a lot of players who weren't fit, and it was no secret, and now we're starting to get there now, and the players are buying into everything. They're trying to make themselves better, and we're trying to make sure that we're as professional as we can be, and that's all we can do. We need to make sure Monday to Friday that we're preparing the players, and then it's obviously Saturday, then we need to make sure we go out and give a good account of ourselves, because I think now everybody's realising that when you're playing Bradford, you're in for a hard game, and I think a lot of teams who come to Bradford look at the stadium, look at the fans, and sometimes I think other teams who come raise their game because they know it's a massive game for them. But I think the last 5-6 home games we've won 5 and lost 1, and as I say, our home form's been good. We need to maintain that, and we need to make sure that the fans stay on board and stay on side with us, because they'll play a massive part between now and May.
The club's doing their best, obviously, to get fans back in with this great season ticket price as well, but also it helps when you've got some experienced players and some good names. So Jacob Buckfield, how close would he be to starting this weekend? Yeah,
I think everybody has all new signings. Him and Billy Clark have been looking fantastic in training. It would be a bit unfair to throw a 2-minute deep end at Wickham on Saturday. They only trained on Friday morning, so they'll come into my thoughts for the next few games. And they've been great. Season tickets have been fantastic for £150 for an adult and £100 for kids. It's great that the club have come up with that price, and I think we need to make sure that we get as many Bradford fans to buy them as soon as they can, and then hopefully the people who maybe have stayed away over the last 18 months will renew and come back and give us great impetus going into next season.